Broadcasting live from upstate New York, a technology talk show that puts you and your questions first. It's Tech Talk Live.
Yeah, baby, it's Tech Talk Live, coming to you live from upstate New York. I'm Flipper, and I think I'm just all by myself here this morning. This is kind of nuts. We're having all sorts of weird things going on, I think. Let's see, there we go. The lights aren't working. That's first of all. My printer didn't work. Getting ready a little late, evidently. So, anyway, we're a talk show, a computer talk show, with me. I'm Flipper, and JJ will be here hopefully shortly. Basically, we talk about computers. We talk about your computers, my computers, anybody's computers. Doesn't matter whose computers. And we've gone through and made some changes to the show, trying to make some updates. And a few things aren't working quite right. So, anyhow. And of course, it being allergy season, you're just going to have to put up with my horrible voice here. So, anyway, this week, I'm so not used to doing this show by myself. I'm used to having somebody here. So, but lots of happening this week in technology news. There's just a lot of different things going on. So we'll have a few things there. Like the smart bracelet protects aid workers in the field. And what that means is like humanitarian aid. It's like your own personal alarm or your own personal force shield, we'll call it, but it's not really a force shield. It's just kind of a early warning a signal if they're like saying something's happening around you, and it can detect that there's danger. It's like danger, Will Robinson. We got that coming up in a minute here. I'm still trying to find the rest of this here. Feed, the next social media craze. Wow, my printer is really messed up. I think this is so funny. Study for, there was a recent study that was done that links anxiety and alcohol use is linked to Facebook. I can't imagine. I mean, they're crazy on there, right? So anyway, just to give you a little bit of background, this is Tech Talk Live. We're a local upstate New York call-in technology talk show, broadcasting live on fingerlakes1.com. Wow. Pardon me for 1 second. My allergy meds aren't kicking in or aren't doing as well as they should. And we take your phone calls if you want to call in, 315-220-0692, or if you want to give us questions by email, that's techtalkliveny@gmail.com. You can also check us out on Facebook and Twitter. I do believe the phone is up and running, so if you got questions or you want to get on the air, give me a call. More fun to have somebody to talk to than it is to be sitting here doing it by myself, so if you got something, great. Let's see. So I got to resort this because evidently my printer decided it wanted to play hooky on me this morning, and it printed one thing and then it didn't print anything else, and I reset it, and I've got so much stuff now. Let's see here. Oh, that's true too. We can also talk about the Google Fiber. There was Google Fiber was in the news, and it was big this week, where people are reevaluating and trying to understand what Google was really thinking about putting out that whole fiber grant thing, where it went to Austin, Texas, and they decided to build their fiber network down there in Austin, Texas, and bring 1 gigabit fiber optics right directly to the house. Recently, they come up with they're basically pricing it now. They're basically saying, okay, if you want to be part of the service, it's $70 a month. It's 1 gigabit fiber optic offering directly to anybody in the Austin area. And it's just fun to watch everybody scramble trying to figure out exactly what is Google's plan for this service. Pricing it at $70 a month. 1 gigabit's unheard of. You know, everybody figured that, Google would have pulled back and said, okay, well, 1 gigabit's way too much, let alone pricing it at $70 a month. So, they've basically everybody's kind of pulling back and waiting to see what Google's going to do, how they're going to respond to the $70 a month, see how the public's going to respond to the $70 a month. And on top of that, they're going to also, the ISPs down there are kind of scrambling, going, oh my God, if they really offer this for one gigabit per second fiber optic direct to the house for $70 a month, it's going to really shift the market, and we're going to have to, as ISPs, up our offerings and offer a lot more for a lot less. So for the consumer, this could be very good. For businesses, it could mean that there's some really unfair competition, or, some really different competition, we'll say, that might actually shift the market a little bit. I do know that some of the people out there that analyze this and overanalyze this and try to look at the market and figure out what's going on have said that this is a very lowball move by Google to really shift the market in favor of the home user. And it really wasn't about bringing fiber optics direct to the house in rural America, because Austin, Texas is not rural, I tend to agree with them, but this is such a great social experiment to see how major companies and major corporations are going to respond by having a 1 gigabit fiber optic offering direct to Austin or direct to your house, and just really just kind of shifting the market in the favor of the home user. To say, hey, listen, Google is offering 1 gigabit direct to the home, and what are you offering, Time Warner? Oh, we're offering 10 megabit. That's 1/1000th the size of your system for 40, 50, 60 bucks. Oh, who are we going to go with? We're going to go with Google, right? It's definitely like the simulation kind of thought process. Maybe Google will take this as a first step and say, listen, the theory works, it's feasible, it's affordable, and you will recoup your funding. Or this might flop. Maybe Google doesn't know enough about, telecom to really understand how it's going to work, and this pricing structure might not be the right pricing structure. I do know that AT&T, Comcast, Time Warner, and Verizon have all made statements against Google for doing what they're doing. And it's quite interesting to see what's going to happen. So, hey, if you got comments about this whole Google Fiber thing and what do you think that might mean if it ever come to our area, you want to talk about the big corporations, your ISP, you having problems with your ISP, you can't get your computer connected, give me a call, 315-220-0692, or shoot me an email, techtalkliveny@gmail.com. So I'm really looking forward. I know that Seneca County had applied for the grant to have fiber put in and be this test pilot for Google, and it was a long application. I remember seeing it. Hi, Oscar. Oscar came up, so I remember seeing it. It was quite interesting to see that it was very short, very brief application. I think it was like 3 pages, 4 pages, and all you had to do was tell the demographics of the area, how many square miles you had of rural America, how many telecom CLECs you had, which I don't know, probably 6 or 7, because I know we got the north part of the county, the south part of the county, but you had to give. Oh, look, we've got a call, but I can't hear it for some reason. Let me see. Where are we? There we go. First name, where you calling from? You're on Tech Talk Live.
It's JJ.
Hi, JJ.
JJ's in the house on the phone.
What happened, brother?
Got up the little flooded basement.
Oh, no.
Old Damnus got things situated here, and I'm on my way to the show.
Well, that's good. So
what are we discussing?
Well, I'm talking about the Google Fiber thing. They recently priced it. It's now $70 a month for Austin, Texas, 1 gigabit fiber optic right directly to the home. And it's just kind of fun to watch everybody and, Comcast, AT&T scatter like, little cockroaches with a light turned on,
Right.
Oops. Oscar's coming over to say hi. Hi, Oscar.
Hi, Oscar.
So,
what's everybody else going to do now?
I don't know. That's the question. That is really truly the question.
A little competition.
Yeah. All I know is you better get here soon. I don't know how long my voice is going to hold up. My allergies are acting up pretty bad.
Oh, that's not good.
So,
I can stay on the phone with you until I get there.
it's okay. Be safe. I'd rather have you get here one piece than four.
I'm talking on my hands-free because you always talk with your hands-free because it's illegal.
Yo, right?
You got to have your technology.
Right,
sync
absolutely.
And your Bluetooth.
Right?
Right. So, well, good.
So, all right. Well, how long do you think you're gonna be?
Oh, probably about 10 minutes, probably.
All right. I'll do one more news article, and I'll see you when you get here.
All right.
All
You're
right.
listening to Tech Talk Live. With your host,
I'm Flipper.
I'm JJ.
JJ on the phone. He's mobile.
I'm mobile. Come to you live from Waterloo.
Right. Live remote.
On the road.
All right, brother.
All right. We'll see you in a bit.
All right. See you in a few.
All right. Okay.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
All right. That was JJ. Coming to us live on the road. That's kind of funny. Wow. Hey, if you got a computer question, you need help with your computer, it's all good. You can always give us a call, 315-220-0692. We can at least try to help point you in the right direction or give you some advice on how to fix something. Hey, if you're looking for a good computer or something, or you want to talk about your computer, you want to talk about specs before you buy a computer, give us a call. You can do that too. You know, anything related to computers, technologies, iPhones, mobile apps, pretty much give us a call. You want to talk politics, that's another show. We talk a little bit, I suppose, depending on what's in the news, but really, we're here to help you, the listener, the viewer. So, and that's really what the show's all about. So, give us a call, give us an email. Shout out to the Fry Guys. Somebody asked me to define that for them. A couple of the people that work at the local Burger King, who are the cooks, listen to the show religiously. They like their computers, and I didn't really have a really catchy phrase for them. So one day I was in there getting lunch with somebody, and they're my two Fry Guys. So they hang out and they do the fries and listen to the show. So shout out to the Fry Guys. So doesn't matter who you are, what you want to talk about as far as technology, as long as we keep it technology-wise. Like I said, give us a call. Let's see. So Google's done. Let's get that out of the way. Wow. I'm hoping my voice starts coming back here in a minute. I think I sound nasally, so that's probably why just the whole weird sound with my voice, I guess. Let's see. I'm looking for my other article. Evidently, it didn't print out. Let's see. What do we want to do next? Well, we could do feed. Feed's always a interesting topic right now, anyway. New next social craze for teens. So far, it's based on the market share. The market share for this app, it's called Feed for free from the App Store, an Android app that is also coming soon. So it's already on Apple. The iOS. I think it's also already on the Windows. I'm not sure. Yes, it is. So far, it just launched this late last year. Feed is a new social media platform that lets you share text, photos, videos, and audio. So it's a whole nother Facebook / Pinterest. It's just brand new. So if you're looking for something new to do, that's still in its infancy, maybe doesn't have all the nuances that Facebook might have or Twitter, go check out Feed. It's PHEED. It's a complete app right off of your iPhone and soon it's going to be on Android and on Windows. Right now, feed basically is 81% ages 14 to 25, and then the rest of the market is older than that. So it's a very small market for older people. Anybody over 25, or as that generation moves up, I suppose they would be the older market once it moves up. But so far, a lot of people that have been interviewed about this that have talked about this new product say it's phenomenal. It's fast. It lacks the fatty tissue that Facebook might have, or Twitter. It's really streamlined, and it's just a app that goes to a server that then feeds off the server. Very streamlined, very quick. So it's something interesting to, I thought was kind of fun to look at because, you think about it. What's the next new big thing? What is it going to look like? Where's the next social media going to be? A lot of people, a lot of news people especially, are always looking for that next step. And, society too is always looking for that next step. I think we tend to recreate the wheel way too much, but that's my problem. I mean, what's wrong with Facebook? Okay, there's a few nuances. All right, whatever. We have 42 different social medias that are up and running and available to us through the internet, through our tablets, through our computers. How many more do we need? Honestly, I'm not sure. I don't know what the answer to that is, but here's a new one. So it just kind of, from a social standpoint, I just kind of question and I wonder why people need that next new big thing. It was just like we were all on MySpace a long time ago, and Facebook was in their infancy. Well, MySpace took a right turn and decided, well, we're just going to be nothing but music. And that's all we want to really promote, and that's all we really want to work with. That's all we want to do. So it was kind of like a right turn, Clyde. Then, Facebook was in its infancy, and Mark Zuckerberg was and his friends were developing it, and it was a small time thing, and then it was a free kind of thing. And then I think I got on board on the third generation of Facebook. It was right when they decided to get a corporate headquarters. They were making enough money to fit the bill for it. And that Asian dude did the mural, who now is like a billionaire because they gave him like $3,000 worth of like half-cent stocks, for doing the mural and everything else. And, it just amazes me. And I guess it comes back to, the thought process that, what is next? What is our next big step now? What more can you do than social media? Social media 2.0. Okay, well, what does that mean? Well, you share videos of yourself. Okay, pictures, videos, stuff like that. Okay, what's the next step after that? Social media 3.0. Well, we can see your thoughts. I don't know. I guess I'm being silly. But really, there is kind of there's a negative effect to this as well, I think. And I think the negative effect is that once we go to a certain level of social media or a certain level of anything, it's kind of like the life cycle of any plant or any person or any life organism. There's the birth, it then grows and has a life and does stuff. And, there might be highs and lows, but generally it's kind of like a bell curve. They grow, they peak, they then die off and then eventually die. I think everything in this world has that life cycle unless you intervene and do something different. Like Microsoft has had an extremely long life cycle, which is great for one respect because they are one of the best operating systems, I think, out there. I don't like their Windows 8. They've taken a really weird turn. I'm not happy with that. Hopefully, it's just a little bump in the road for Microsoft, and they'll get back to the traditional Microsoft ideals. I want my start button back. That's just ridiculous that we don't have a start button in Windows 8. But that's a product of our society nowadays. We're all running around with our heads put down on our phones. And we're looking at our phones and we're going, well, what's the best interface for being on the phone? Well, no start button on a phone. I don't want a start button on the phone. And more people are using that as their main primary computer or main primary internet device. Pardon me. my main primary internet device, and there's just no way around it that they're now the majority of the users for the internet, I suppose. The phones are probably taking over for the PCs and Macs and Linux boxes. There's less and less of those, or there's not any growth in that market, we'll say. Because they really didn't get, people aren't getting rid of their PCs. It's not like the industry is going, well, okay, I don't need a PC anymore, I'm getting rid of it. Usually it's more like, well, I can't afford a PC, but I'm going to get a phone. I might as well get a smartphone so I got internet. So we're capturing more of another market, but yet the PC market's still there. It's just that there's not a growth. And I think that was one of the things I was going to talk about if I could find it, but I can't find it. But that's an interesting thought process to see how this whole market thing's turning out. And I'm not big business. I don't have a 5-year, 4-year, 10-year degree in business. I'm not an MBA, but I will tell you I have been in business, and I still tend to think that some of this media hype that's been going on. Hey, look at that! You made it in one piece too. Wow, what's up, brother?
I do.
I got my allergies are kind of there. Let's see, is that it?
Just kind of.
Oh, how about this one?
There you go.
There we go.
Hi, it's JJ. We're calling Technology Talk Show.
We are. Oh, dude, man. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but
Yeah, you sound a little stuffy.
Stuffy, yeah. I'm trying.
Hey, Oscar. Oscar's like, oh, JJ's here.
Yeah, JJ's here.
Yay.
So, we're Tech Talk Live.
Correct.
We're out every Saturday morning, 11 to 12, recorded live here in my basement studio that we got here.
Flipside Studios.
There you go. You can give us a call, 315-220-0692. If you got a computer question or an iPhone question, you want to talk about what we're talking about. Heck, if you just want to call and just be like, hey,
Hey,
I'm
we're
good
here.
with that too.
Right?
Okay, so I was talking about, I already did the Google thing, which I threw
The
over
Google
here.
Fiber thing?
Yep. If you want to comment more on it, we can. Finish out and go to break.
Oh,
Oh, look, Oscar's already
Hey.
like, hey, I'm here.
hey, JJ.
I also did a thing on Feed, Pheed. It's the
Okay.
new next social media craze for teens.
Yes.
Because the market share so far is mostly teens, not too many older people.
That was an article I read yesterday, I do believe. Read about
Was
a
it?
bit.
Did you send it to me?
Yes, I do believe.
Oh, okay. So I started doing that, and I was quite interested because I kind of went into a talk about the whole life cycle of any product or anything out there,
Right.
And how we all used to be on MySpace, and then Facebook finally became big enough where it worked better for most of us. It had a better interface, and so a lot of people moved over to Facebook. Now, where I haven't gotten to with that part is I was going to say Facebook's finally on the downside or the declining side of social media. Corporate America took it over,
Right.
And it's all about making money now. It's not about what made Facebook great. It was the interaction between everybody,
Right.
Their interaction between brands, the interaction between people, the interaction between
Oscar and JJ.
Oscar and JJ. It just having that whole interaction thing, starting, like if you had a page, I had a page, and then there was a business page, and we both liked each other's business page.
Right.
Over here, we could talk about the product, That part is gone. It doesn't function well. Now It's all about ads. So if you got a Facebook page or you got a page you want to promote on Facebook, you can definitely go out there and pay $50 or $100 or $200 or however much you want to spend,
Right.
and promote your page as a business. But it doesn't work like social media used to. The social media marketing does not work as well
Hey,
as
buddy.
it used to.
How are you?
So he's out there attacking me.
Yeah, one of the original reasons why is I wanted to see if there was anything else out there. I was just going to put it out there to our listeners to say, hey, this is up and coming. A lot of it's not only just teens, but it's, like teens through 25, 30
Yeah.
year old age group are now making this more popular. I just want to know if anybody's using it. Is there anything else out there other than Facebook?
Yeah.
Anything else up and coming?
Well, there's lots of them out there. There's 42 different social media sites out there, but they all do something a little different. So,
I like this one too. I think I read on it. There's one spot where you could actually do a live broadcast on Feed.
Yep.
on it. Which
Well,
is
that's
kinda
like
neat.
it's the same thought process as the Google Hangouts. Pardon me. Google Hangouts now, if you form a Hangout and everybody joins, you can do a live broadcast per se directly on the Hangout, and everybody receives the video.
Oh, that'd be
But
cool.
the problem is that with the Google Hangout, it also has a return video as well. So not only do you get to see us on the show, but you also get to see the callers call it in.
That'd
So
be all right. That'd be kind of cool.
it might be cool, but I'd be so afraid of, Uncle Buck coming on in his skivvies, going, I got me a computer question.
Right.
Could you tell me how to fix the keyboard? It's all kind of yucked up,
Right? Kind of frozen.
You'd probably be like, yeah, I don't want to touch that.
Yeah, we'll get right on that one.
All right, kick him out of there.
Delete.
Right? So anyway, we got a break coming up here pretty quick.
Okay.
We can talk a little bit more about feed on the way back.
And I can finish getting set up here real quick.
All right, cool. Sounds good. We're at Tech Talk Live. I'm Flipper.
I'm JJ.
And we're on every Saturday morning, 11 to 12 here in upstate New York. If you want to give us a call, 315-220-0692. You want to give us an email,
Reach out to us at techtalkliveny@gmail.com.
and we'll be right back after these brief... Oh, my dear God. Okay, I'm just going to break.
Brief messages.
It's Tech Talk Live's product reviews. Are you looking for a great wireless optical mouse for your laptop, desktop, or gaming system? The Logitech M305 fits the bill. Go check it out at tiny.cc/TTLM001. The Acer Aspire V3771 is a great laptop. It comes with an Intel i3 processor, 6GB of RAM, 750GB hard drive, 17-inch screen, and Windows 8. Comes in at a great price point. Go check it out at tiny.cc/TTLA001. This has been a Tech Talk Live product review.
Vicky's PC Repair, 585-489-5055. Did your PC go kablooey? Maybe your laptop is screwy. Then call Vicky's PC Repair, 585-489-5055. Need some computer training? Maybe your computer is old and failing. Then call Vicky's PC Repair, 585-489-5055. Ready to hammer your hard drive? Tech support got you waiting for days. Virus and worms and malware, oh my. Then call Vicky's PC Repair, 585-489-5055. Tell her Flipper sent you. Vicky's PC Repair, 585-489-5055.
Welcome to Seneca County, the center of New York's Finger Lakes region. Did you pack your camera? Capture frame after frame of breathtaking vistas that only rolling vineyards nestled between sparkling blue lakes can create, where sunrises and sunsets are events in themselves. Explore small towns and villages filled with quaint shops and rich history. Take in one of our many festivals that celebrate everything from the harvest to women's rights. Tour vineyards and farms and sample the sumptuous foods and wines that the Finger Lakes are known for worldwide. It's the deep waters of these lakes that make our wines and produce so special. They moderate the temperature year-round, creating a unique climate and ideal growing conditions. In fact, it'll only take a few sips of our wines for you to see why so many of our wineries come home with top honors from national and international competitions each year. If you're not a wine lover, wet your whistle at one of the microbreweries, meaderies, distilleries, and cideries that complement the wine trails in Seneca County. Or enjoy the dining, live entertainment, and special events you'll find at the wineries year-round. For quick nosh, nothing goes better with wine than cheese. Sample the area's best right at the wineries. Stop by an artisan cheesemaker's farm, or get your fill of all our farm fresh products at the road stands, farm markets, and restaurants that dot the county. Then, work it off. Our parks, golf courses, and waterways offer you every outdoor activity imaginable. Bike, hike, or cross-country ski the over 30 miles of trails at Finger Lakes National Forest. Hike or snowshoe through the Montezuma National Wildlife Refuge, where you'll get to see thousands of migratory birds and other wildlife species in their natural habitat. Or if water's more your thing, boat rentals and launches provide easy access to the lakes and the Cayuga-Seneca Canal, which is part of the Erie Canal system and connects both lakes. Plus, there's lots of beaches, splash parks, kayaking, sailing, and canoeing to keep even the most die-hard fish happy. Speaking of fish, you won't believe the variety you'll find here in the Finger Lakes. From recreational to tournament fishing, you'll catch your fill and then some. So stock up on the tartar sauce and be sure to pack your pole. As you can see, if you love nature, you're going to love Seneca County. And if you love history, you'll love it here too. Our communities along the canal are home to historical events that changed the world. Seneca Falls was the site of the first Women's Rights Convention in 1848. Visit the Women's Rights National Historical Park and tour the convention site. Then go through the National Women's Hall of Fame, which celebrates extraordinary American women. Other area museums chronicle our role in the development of industry and transportation throughout history, like the Terwilliger Museum in Waterloo, the village nationally recognized as the birthplace of Memorial Day. The holiday began there in 1866 and is still a big event throughout the community today. For the story behind the holiday, visit the National Memorial Day Museum and delve into exhibits which honor the sacrifice of those who served our country. For more military history, head to the Sampson State Park Military Museum, which honors our veterans through its displays and their annual salute to the troops. Once you've had your fill of history, a little retail therapy may be in order. Our villages and country roads are filled with antique, boutique, and specialty shops for hours of treasure hunting. The Amish and Mennonite communities are strong and thriving here as well. Their markets and stands are must-visits if you're looking for great handmade furniture or homemade baked goods. And for great deals on the latest in designer fashions and more, Waterloo Premium Outlets is home to 100-plus name brand stores. Exhausted yet? Well, when you are ready to settle in for the night, you'll have your choice of woodsy settings, gorgeous lake views, or in-town charm. Pick from any of our stately bed and breakfasts, quaint cabins, friendly campgrounds, or hotels and motels complete with all the modern amenities. So, whether you're planning a romantic weekend getaway, a day trip filled with shopping and wine tours, or a week of exploration and outdoor fun, we invite you to come visit us in Seneca County and see for yourself why we're the center of the Finger Lakes. We promise you an experience that will linger in your memory like one of our fine wines and leave you wanting more.
With Tech Talk Live.
Yeah, baby. JJ's back in the house.
JJ is definitely back in the house.
Not doing a live feed anymore. Well, that was kind of fun, actually. Hi, Oscar.
I just love that cat. Anyway, you're listening to Tech Talk Live. We're a live computer talk show up here in upstate New York.
Right.
We broadcast live on fingerlakes1.com or fingerlakes1.tv if you want to go check us out live Saturday mornings, 11 to 12. It's me, Flipper, him, JJ. Wow, that sounded like pow. Caveman talk. All right. So,
yes.
Yeah, right. And we talk about computers. We talk about technology. We can help you with your computer or your tech. If you give us a call, 315-220-0692. That's what the show's supposed to be about. You want to give us a question via email, you can send it to
techtalkliveny@gmail.com. Check us out on Facebook as well.
Yep.
At facebook.com/techtalklive.
Or Twitter. We're on Twitter. We're also on Tumblr, I believe, but I don't know what the URL is. So you can go find us on Tumblr. You can go find us on a bunch of different social media.
See, that's an upcoming thing too, Tumblr, right?
Well, yeah,
it's been there, but it's more now.
It's kind of like the thing about Tumblr is more of like the direct competitor to WordPress. You know?
Yes.
So the idea of blogging, and here's the thing, I thought this was kind of funny. We all got talking about it one day about doing like shows like this and doing like the blogging, writing piece. The alternative to podcasting is the writing piece, which would be blogging, video casting, which was also what we do. We record the video and then we put it up as a feed on our WordPress site that then publishes it to all our social media. So we were talking about market shares. How do you capture market shares in the vast sea of stuff out there,
Right.
And it's tough. I got to tell you, it's very tough. There's probably tens of millions of people out there on the internet that get on it daily that are looking for different things. And how do you get past the low, because there's like a low water rumble. Okay. We're part of that, we're upcoming. We're just getting started. We're a year and something into it. We're starting to get our feet wet where I think we're getting the showdown. Right. It's called sub pumps in your world. Right.
Right.
But we're kind of part of that low rumble. And how do you stick out and get above that? And that's really where I don't know what we're going to do that, but it's definitely one of those things where if you don't get above that rumble, you're not noticed very well. You
stay right there.
Yep, and that's it. And same thing with blogging. Everybody's like, oh, I got these great ideas for a blog. I'll talk about how to fix cars. Well, that's great. Take photos, write about it, do how-tos. That's wonderful. One, how are you going to make money at it? Because nobody, people aren't going to want to do this forever for free.
Exactly. I.e.
Right, us, right?
Exactly.
Two, how are you going to get people to notice it and actually go, wow, they're really expert on this, or they're semi-expert on this?
I mean, look what we go through for trying to get likes and stuff and everything.
God, yes. I think I've sold my body at least 20 times on Facebook.
Right, exactly.
Granted, nobody's cashed in, but
ching, one of these days,
right? Woohoo! Oh man, my sinuses, my allergies are. I'm so sorry if I snort or cough in the mic. I'm so sorry. But
the season.
It is, yes. But it's just one of those things where you wonder how do you get above the low rumble. We're all kind of experiencing that. I know, like, at the day job, a couple of different departments are like, well, we want Facebook feeds because that'll disseminate the information directly to the people here in Seneca County.
Correct.
How many in Seneca County are actually going to go like that page? Probably zero,
Maybe a couple.
Yeah, a couple, maybe 50. But is that really worth it?
Well, you also got to remember,
there's 33,000 people.
Doing.
What?
I'm not sure what they're exactly going to be putting out there as a feed, but remember the stats we did with that, in an emergency situation, how people are like checking their Facebook and their every Twitter and to get information on what to do.
Right.
What's going on with this emergency,
Right.
So I could see the pros and cons, yes.
There is pros and cons, but I guess it depends on what it is. I mean, like saying if you had like a police force or even emergency services, that was posting about everything that was going on in your local area, people would be like totally all over that. You know why? Because people are nosy. Right. They want to know that so-and-so got a drug bust up here on.
It's like a technology neighborhood watch.
Right. So don't even. Oh no. Oh no. We gave the idea. Now we're gonna have to do it. Oh crud. Anyhow.
Disregard that one.
Right.
I didn't say that one.
You can run it.
No, we'll let that tech who's going to be hired run it.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
But my point is, what are the things that are going to get above the noise, really, by the end of the day? Probably not too many of us, I got to say. So you're going to be doing it for the love of it. You're going to find a low market value. You're going to probably have to find decent content and just do. And I think that's what Pinterest really started off as. Pinterest was a social media thought process that said, well, instead of being full social media, we just want you to take clippets from wherever or whatever you're looking at and share them on Pinterest. And that's all we are. It's just like
I've kind of gotten a little bit of hook to Pinterest all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Because there's like a lot of neat ideas and technology and stuff out there.
Yeah, but it's all just like photos and a little blurb.
Yeah, and you just click on it and then it takes you to the article or whatnot.
Right.
And I'm like,
that's kind of interesting.
Right, exactly. I'm like,
but the whole point of Pinterest, it's not full social media.
No.
It is literally just a corner market of it,
Hey, this is what I'm checking out,
And the CEO of Pinterest basically said, and if I can quote it, hopefully I can quote it correctly, but he said, don't worry about what everybody else is doing, worry about what you're doing. And if you stay true to yourself, you'll eventually succeed in what you're doing. I kind of agree with that thought process. I don't want to be like any other talk show out there, you know?
Right.
I want to be unique. But at the same time, I'm not going to care if somebody comes up and tries to...
You mean you don't want to use vulgar language and all that kind of good stuff?
Right. Well, that's one of the things about this show. I mean, I think we've swore a couple times, but, you know, usually it's, you know, just some poop or...
Right.
Whatever. But, I mean, you know, it is a PG-13 show. That way, if we end up getting on... different radio stations or whatever, they don't have to worry about us having to be bleeped out or something.
Yeah. Beep.
Or have to get FCC fines or something.
Right.
I mean, on the internet, we don't have FCC fines. We can actually. That's the funny thing.
You gave him the idea now. See how you're.
What?
You gave him the idea now. See.
All right. But I mean, really, the thing is that being on the internet and being on the radio are two different things. The radio is controlled by FCC. The internet is not controlled by FCC. So, like, we can say and do whatever we want on the internet show, you know? So, I mean, yeah, right? Okay, hang on.
Right?
But...
Broadcasting live in the... Never mind.
Pole dancing today on Tech Talk Live, you know?
And the technology used behind it.
Oh, man. That's
anyway, back to topic. I'm sorry.
We didn't even have a docket. I think we were just spewing. Are you ready to do the free app of the week?
The free app of the week. Give me 1 second and I will.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll wait until you're ready because I got a surprise for you.
Free app of the week. All right.
Are you ready?
I got it.
Watch the screen.
Watching the screen.
You ready?
Drum roll, please. Nice.
Now it's time for JJ's free app of the week.
Wow. I like that. That's pretty awesome.
Not bad for being half asleep on Sudafed, huh?
That's awesome.
And then the music just stays about there, and you can talk right over.
And the app of the week today in the Apple Store is called Fruit Ninja.
Fruit Ninja!
Fruit Ninja for the hundreds of millions of fans around the world. This is a quote from their site. Trillions of fruit sliced. Thank you for your amazing continued support of Fruit Ninja, the most popular game of all time, actually. And it's free this week. Free in the App Store. Go get it.
And it's basically a game, right? It comes out to be a
game. You slice the watermelons and
they come flying at you like wah wah cha 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 cha.
Do the old Fruit Ninja stuff. Get your Sensi going and
Sensi. Don't you mean Sensei?
Sensei. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's free. Sometimes they do offer a lot of great free games.
Yeah. So. Great for helping with the babysitting.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Just ages 4 and up, so.
Well, everybody sits there and they ask me why I keep... Oh, that's what happened. Somebody asked me this week. They asked me why I keep saying about, like, these games and stuff that, you know, why is it I keep saying it's all babysitting and stuff. I said, come on. Really? You've got a whiny 4-year-old, okay, in the supermarket, and they're teasing for something.
Right. Here's your smartphone.
Here's your smartphone. Here's your Fruit Ninja.
Right.
Do it up. And the kid's like, wah, cha, cha, cha. Right? And they get quiet or they get loud. Depends on what happens.
Right. So it is. A Fruit Ninja is a juicy action game enjoyed by millions of players around the world with squishy, splatty, and satisfyingly fruit carnage. Become an ultimate binger of sweet, tasty destruction with every slash.
I'm sorry. I'm getting down to the music. I think I did a good job picking this. Actually, Brenda B actually came up with the final say on this.
Nice.
She's like, yeah, that's you guys. It's kind of funky chunky.
Right?
So, yes, definitely go check that out. Fruit Ninja on the iStore, right?
On the iStore.
Is it also for Android, I think? Yeah, it is.
It is Android as well. So we'll post that up on our Facebook page.
All right. Evidently, I got to shorten the song a little bit. Evidently, we're already done, and it's still going. Right. It's like, yeah.
It's a good beat.
It is, isn't it?
Go check it out.
So every week, JJ brings us the free app of the week, and that's now the video feed for it. I thought that was kind of neat. I just kind of flipped around and did the thing. It took me 20 minutes to figure out how to do the green screen thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was the end. It's still going.
Still going.
Well, I can always just switch to another camera and it'll turn off.
All right.
All right. There you go.
That's awesome.
I thought that was cool. You like that?
That is awesome.
Okay, we'll shorten the music up. Maybe fade it out around a minute and a half or something.
A minute probably would do. All right.
Yeah? All right, cool.
That was awesome. What do people think?
Give us a call, 315-220-0692. Or give us an email, techtalklive@gmail.com. Where's the pole to start doing some pole dancing to that? That was
Yeah, right?
freaking phenomenal. I loved it.
That was awesome.
I don't know if I can do it with my voice, but I also have another special treat.
Uh-oh.
Something I'm gonna try to do every week when we do the show.
This was what we talked about last week?
I think so.
All right.
So I even have a kind of an intro to it. The only thing I don't have is the actual clock.
Uh-oh.
So you're gonna have to time me.
Let's see if I can get a timer here. And I don't know. There's got to be an app for that someplace, right?
Well, here, let me play the intro first, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right, right
Here
here's
we
the
go.
intro for it. Now time for Round the Tech in 60 seconds.
Hey.
Yeah!
Awesome.
You like that?
I like
This goes for about 37 seconds, so we can introduce it.
Right?
Oh, no, evidently not. I must have changed it last night.
Probably
in the
30
middle of the
seconds.
So Around the Tech in 60 seconds. Tell me when to go.
And 3, 2, 1, you're on.
Chinese Daily fooled by spoof that Windows 8 glitch forced missile test delay. Paper reports a news quote from a source that North Korea Kim Jong you're going to screw me up, aren't you? Was considering declaring war on Microsoft. Woo. Anyway, Intel factories signal Windows 8 PC doldrums. Low utilization rates at Intel factories are a sign of bad times for PC industry. Justice Department to FCC give small carriers a chance in the next auction for airwave time. So places like Sprint and T-Mobile are getting access to lower access frequencies than the bigger competitors like
30
Verizon.
seconds.
Twitter music site goes live, kinda. Twitter now has a microblogger for music.
Nice.
Facebook Home arrives on Google Play Store. The software suite gives select Android handset owners to cover feeds, chat, head, and more. iSupply, no more netbooks beyond 2015. Netbooks are going out.
15.
AMD, Far Cry 3, Blood Dragon never settles for the...
10.
Is going into the game bundle that they
9.
offer with their new...
8.
Really? I ain't even through page 1 yet. Electronic Arts trim staff streamlining effort, mostly in their Montreal studio. Samsung Series 9 Premium Ultrabook starting at $1,400. Is that too expensive? Okay, so
That was pretty good. Continue on.
one page. That's all I can get through. Holy cow! I thought I was booking too. Was I doing
That
good
was.
or no?
You were. I was like, wow.
Okay, so
Continue on.
Well, no, we can save the rest for later if you want.
That's for the next 60 seconds.
So how was that?
That was awesome.
All right,
Did
cool.
a good job.
Well, it's kind of nice because what I did was what I really love about this. I think that segment and I think the free app of the week are going to be entertaining anyway.
Right.
Especially because we got some music going.
Maybe we could do some live feeds of the video game or something somehow.
Yeah, well, we can always get live video feed from someplace, I'm sure. But
Right.
we'll have to record it and then play it back.
That'd be cool.
Hey, look, we got an incoming phone call. I got to learn to leave that up. Hang on. You're on Tech Talk Live with Flipper and JJ. What's your first name and where are you calling from?
Hi there, this is Mom Leonard.
Oh.
Mom Leonard.
Yeah.
Is that a
I
good
got
thing?
You two are unique, all right.
We're unique.
How do you catch a snow leopard? You unique up on it.
Oh, jeez.
Right.
Okay,
Anyway.
I got two questions.
Sure.
Okay, my small computer is not acting right, and I'm wondering if it has a virus. Because when you type in something, it'll disappear, or the screen, it rolls up or down or whatever it wants to do, or it jumps from one thing to another. So I'm wondering if I have a virus on this thing.
Okay, is it a laptop or a computer?
Laptop.
Okay, is it like how old approximately? Approximately
Good
3 years?
question.
5 years?
Yeah, at least 3-5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
May have to turn what's playing in the background down a little bit.
She's listening to us.
Yeah, she's
You
listening to us.
guys.
That's all
Okay.
good. That's all good. So basically, well, it depends on what really is wrong, I suppose. I mean, it could be the video card. Like saying if you're typing along and all of a sudden the video changes color and now you can't see the text. It could be the video card. It could also be a virus. I'm trying to think of what other possibilities it could be. I think that's probably it. It's probably monitor video card, or it's software related, like a virus or something in that nature. So why don't we take care of what we can take care of right now? Do you have a good antivirus on your computer?
Let's not do that right now because I don't know that much about this.
Okay.
Okay. JJ can help me with it later, but
okay,
it's something
so
new that
I will give him the steps right here on the air. JJ, you need to restart the computer in safe mode.
Yes.
And then get your antivirus up, which is probably, I'm assuming, Norton or something.
Right.
So once you get the antivirus up, you're going to run a full system scan. With it being in safe mode, hopefully the virus is not running, and you'll find it, detect it, and clean it automatically. So that's the first step of this whole situation, is we want to check it for viruses in safe mode. If it is the video card, Mama Leonard, could you just do me one thing? Is the laptop up and running right now?
Yes.
Okay, could you just grab a hold of the monitor up top here? You know, I'm going to try to do this on screen while we're doing it. So you're going to grab the monitor just gently and just kind of wiggle it just a little bit, go back and forth, and see if the monitor just kind of tweaks out, like it starts doing some weird stuff.
No, it's not doing anything.
Okay, so it's not the connection between the monitor and the computer.
Nope.
Are you watching us live on that laptop?
Yep.
Okay, and it hasn't really tweaked out right this second. It just seems to be happening randomly. There's no
every time I use it.
Yeah, but there's no pattern to it. It's not like when you first start up or when you've been on for, like, say, 10 minutes, and then you got to shut it down for 10 minutes in order to get it to work again.
I haven't shut it down. I've been able to do some things with it.
Okay.
How often does it happen? Does it happen every 10 minutes? Does it do something funky every 10 minutes? Or
it starts out fairly good, and then it just does whatever it wants to do.
Then it progressively, probably once you've been on the internet, right?
Right.
Yeah, you probably got malware or virus sitting in the background. I don't think it's hardware. If it was hardware, she would be experiencing the problem most likely at the beginning and at the end, regular interval.
Right.
Like saying if the computer, saying if the connector was broke, it would warm up and the connector would expand and then it would get loose. So then by moving that monitor, moving the lid a little bit, you're kind of testing to see if that connector, if there's something loose because of heat or whatever, just kind of moving it a little bit. So it doesn't sound too much like it's hardware. If it does end up being a virus and you can't clean it or JJ can't clean it, the next step would be to reload the laptop, which is, you're going to lose a lot of stuff unless you can get it back up, which I'm sure JJ knows how to do thumb drive stuff. I've seen him play with his thumb drive many times. So if he can get a backup of your stuff and then it's just reload the computer to factory defaults, you should have gotten rid of it. So, all right, what's your second question?
Well, another friend of mine, he has the same problem, and she's on Time Warner, and so are we. So I wondered if it was anything to do with that.
Well, I don't think it would have anything to do with the service provider, Time Warner, but do you guys email each other back and forth?
No, this is just someone I spoke to.
Oh, okay. So it could just be that you guys got the same website, maybe went to the same place, maybe got the same email that might have been going around that might have gotten it. It's very possible. A lot of times when it comes to malware and viruses, many people at one time get infected with one thing and then all of a sudden it goes away. It's kind of like getting the flu. How many people get the flu all at once and they're not even related? They never came in contact with each other.
Could have got it from an email attachment, anything.
And then it burns out. People finally get it straightened out or fixed, and then another group of people get it or get something else, a minor variation of it. And that's kind of the same way that electronic viruses kind of work, except for they spread via email, via websites, via network communications.
Okay. I have one other question if you have time.
We got time. Anything for you, dear.
I was on Hotmail, and of course Hotmail's transferred to Outlook or something like that.
Yep.
I can't get on Hotmail or Outlook, and they just apparently must have transferred it, and all my stuff was on there.
Okay.
And I can't get on either one. What do I do?
Well, first of all, make sure that you're getting the right email account. Okay. With the transfer from Outlook or from Hotmail to Outlook, I believe they took all the Hotmail addresses and said after, I think, April 10th or whatever, it was going to be switched to, your Hotmail account. So, like saying if it was Mama Leonard at hotmail.com, it's now going to be Mama Leonard at outlook.com. And that's what your username is going to change to as well. So, when you go to Outlook, the outlook.com to log in, you're going to have to make sure to change it from Hotmail as your end part of your username to Outlook. So that would be the first thing I would check. And then the second thing I would check would be if that doesn't work, there is a support link down at the bottom. That it is possible that your account just got locked out and you just need to have them reset the password, and then they can also work through it via hopefully online, if not a phone call.
Oh, okay. Because I can't get in either one of them, so.
Interesting. But you just make sure that what are you putting in for a username when you go to Outlook? I mean, don't tell me your actual username, but I mean, isn't it like the full thing where, like, saying if it was like Mama Leonard at hotmail.com, that's actually like your username, right? That's what you got to put in for the username?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you changing it to Mama Leonard at outlook.com?
Outlook.
Okay.
Yes.
You are changing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems weird.
Yeah, I put my name and address there to outlook.com. Yeah.
Interesting. It could have just be that the account transfer process goofed something up someplace. Probably the best thing to do, there's a phone support number. It shouldn't cost you anything to call in because you won't have an email support number at this point.
Right.
So you would just call in and just tell them, this was my username here on Hotmail. This is now my username on Outlook. Could you please help me out? And they'll probably go, oh yeah, it just didn't work this way, that way, the other way. And then they'll probably just set you back up. The other thing, depending on how bad this virus is, it could also be that might be locking you out. It might be trying to send out via your Hotmail, and that might have locked it too at the same time. So that might be part of the problem as well. So we'll have to get JJ out there and start scanning it.
Right.
Yeah, when he's not playing in the water.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. What a wonderful season for playing in water, right?
It is.
Okay. Well, thank you for your help, and you guys have a good one.
You too. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That was great. Mama Leonard.
Some great questions there.
Yeah. That's what this show's about. If you're watching this, the recording, every Saturday morning, 11 to 12 Eastern Time, we're on the air. You can call in with your questions, and we'll try to help you out the best that we can.
Right.
I've been a computer tech for well over 18 years. JJ's been kind of a mobile app communications guy well over 21 years.
Yeah, something like that.
So, we got a wealth of knowledge to at least help you out with, or try to help you out with it. And we'll try to get you pointed at least in the right direction. And if we can't, we'll put it on literally on a kind of a hold. We'll take down the notes. We'll come up with the answers. We'll email you, and we'll also put it on the next show.
There you go.
So that's what this show is supposed to be about, not just news. But I do like doing the news. The news was kind of fun.
That was fun.
That 60 seconds thing could be interesting if I can get it down faster. Holy cow. I'm going to have to go watch the replay on that.
Definitely.
So, and the free app of the week sounds pretty good. I just got to shorten the music.
Shorten the music a little bit.
Yep.
Maybe down to a minute.
Yep, and just kind of fade it out gently.
Yep.
Out, damn spot.
Yes.
Out into the night.
11:59.
Is it really?
Already.
Holy cow. Where'd the show go? I still have 2 more things to talk about. Smart bracelets. Did you hear about that?
Yes, I think I sent you that.
Oh, did you?
Link, I think. The one with the smart bracelet protects aid workers in the field.
There you go.
Yes.
You want to do that next week, or you want to?
We could touch on it now if you want, real quick, and then wrap it up, or it's up to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
When fashion and technology mix, the results can garner unwelcome attention. And that's just the makers of the smart bracelet are hoping will happen.
Right. Well, they're probably trying to get a market share for this technology, right?
Right, exactly. The greatest threat to workers is the stealth nature of attacks. These bracelets remove part of the danger.
Right. And how do they do that?
Well, using a basic GPS-based mapping and GSM mobile phone technology. They work together as a personal alarm and sends information about where and when danger is imminent. These alerts don't simply go to police, they go to your coworkers. They are also posted on Facebook and Twitter, and signaling the world of an attack within minutes.
Right.
So, developed by a civil rights company, or campaign group, I should say.
Right.
Each bracelet also stores information about its owner. Alerts can be sent manually by rights workers. Alarms are triggered if a bracelet is forcibly removed off the person.
Well, so that's kind of a neat thought process that, okay, fine. If the person is grabbed, okay,
Right.
the person can either rip the bracelet off, or if somebody tries to rip the bracelet off, it's going to immediately alert 911, law enforcement, family members, and start GPS tracking immediately.
Correct.
So not only are we going to be able to get like last whereabouts without too much of a problem, if that person can still hang on to that bracelet throughout the entire event, they might actually find him.
Good shot of recovery. Correct.
Yeah,
So I thought that was kind of neat.
that is neat. Neat. That's very good.
It's like it come in two colors, orange and black.
Right.
Civil rights defenders, they call it. So then,
Waterloo colors.
Yeah, oh yeah. They call it the Natalie Project, and that was actually after a murdered civil rights Russian person. Let's see here, if I get the word technology up and running here so I can read it properly. Developed by the Civil Rights Defenders Campaign Group, the name for a murdered Russian human rights activist.
Right.
The Natalie Project is a chunky bracelet that sends out information detailing when and where, like I said, the attacks are going to take place as well. And
Well, I'm just surprised that we haven't embraced FFIRD or whatever it is, FIRD or fired. I think I'm doing that wrong, but anyway, the little ID chips that you can put inside your hand or inside your skin someplace.
yeah, they do it for animals. So
Yeah, why aren't we doing it for people? I mean, that sounds so. I mean, I know that's kind of like a violation of our
right,
privacy in a
civil
sense.
rights,
I suppose privacy, but I don't know. I mean, if I was going to go over, like saying if I was going to go over to Iraq, right? If I was going to go over to Iraq right now and work as a humanitarian aid to somebody, I think I would want to go get one of those chips put in.
Yeah, someone watching my behind.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, okay, so as long as they don't grind me up into hamburger,
Right.
at least I have a good chance. Oh, Flipper went missing. Okay, well, let's just track his FFIRD chip.
Right, exactly.
Oh, look, he's right here in this empty kind of building. Let's see who's in there. Oh, look, there's a bunch of terrorists.
There you go. Actually, so just to wrap this up real quick on the end, currently only 30 such bracelets are out in the field. Civil rights defenders are hoping to release a total of 55 by the end of 2014.
And they're hoping
of course, they need a little more additional funding, of course, is needed.
Right,
It's
they are
estimated-
on Kickstarter, I believe.
Yeah, it's estimated that each individual bracelet's calibrated, monitored 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And the cost is about $11,000 per person.
That's a little too expensive, though. I think that's
Yeah.
highway robbery. If it was like
Per
$300
year.
bucks, if it was $300 per year, I'd be okay with it. But
Right?
FFIRD chips are cheaper.
It's a great idea.
It is,
So,
but they got to get it lower in cost. I mean, that's almost like what are you worth of your weight in gold? I guess.
exactly.
I don't know.
I'm worth 11,000 at least, minimum.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Think so?
Sure.
I think I'm only worth a Big Mac and extra fries.
A Happy
man.
Meal, huh?
Happy Meal. Yeah, I'm about one toy short of a Happy Meal. Let me tell you. Anyway, you're listening to Tech Talk Live. I'm Flipper.
And I'm JJ.
We're on every Saturday morning, 11:12 Eastern Time. Do apologize for this morning. I was all gummed up, and JJ was really gummed up.
Right?
Anyway, tune in every week. You can also go check out our Facebook page.
Like us.
Like us, definitely like us. So catch you next week. We're out of here.
See ya.
You've been listening to your technology talk show. Tune in next time to Tech Talk Live.